well.
How you guys doing today? I'm Ray. This is my
I'm Zach. We've been friends.
This is Zach.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you got a point over there.
Yeah, everything's switched.
So we've been wanting to at least try something out as far as the podcasts go. We've been talking about it for 3 years. You know how life goes. You know, things happen. Ray, you're a new father. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah,
Do people smoke weed on podcasts?
Yes, they do. Joe Rogan does.
Does he actually smoke it on his camera?
Yeah. So him and Elon Musk, remember?
Oh yeah. That whole thing.
That controversy where he didn't inhale. Yeah. So
he inhaled.
I know. Dude, Elon was lit up in that podcast. That was funny. But yeah, we're just testing this out. We're seeing how this goes.
That was fucking weird.
What was weird? Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I'm a germ freak, so I'm gonna burn the end of this.
You're fine, dude.
Now, mind you, I don't really smoke weed very often, so if I get really high and kind of weird,
You see that? I do.
yeah.
I smoke weed pretty often, guys.
You got this thing right here too.
Yeah, it's all good.
So, Ray, what's your aspirations for life? I mean, you just showed me some bomb-ass songs, and I'm wondering to myself why you haven't fucking put that out. You know what I mean? Like, honestly.
Well,
You got something.
See, what it really comes down to, honestly, is I don't feel satisfied mastering of vocals and beats, per se, for studio or radio quality music. I mix it well enough to where it sounds good and like a vehicle, but then once you get it to that point, it's just kind of it's extremely difficult.
Well, I don't know much about that, so explain that.
I'm basically using a Tracton. It's essentially a free WAD program, which is essentially just a recording program where you can import your own, different
audio files?
Yeah, audio files and different plugins. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for. Plugins.
Sure.
To adjust your vocals and whatever it may be, because there's millions and millions of plugins. But essentially, for the most part, what I've been working with is free plugins. Because I'm a cheap bitch.
Sure.
It is what it is.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I mean, I could easily go buy fucking, what is it called, like Fruity Loops or some other really high producer style things, but at the moment I'm just kind of making music for me. I enjoy my music, and I'm such as gonna use them for my songs a lot for YouTube videos and stuff like that. And just
like background songs.
Yeah, essentially
gaming videos,
or even just
whatever.
freestyle videos. Not necessarily having to put something out,
Gotcha.
but just make essentially content for the most part without.
So I'm gonna piggyback off what you said. You're doing it for yourself. The majority of artists that end up blowing up and actually doing something with their music have always said that they did it for themselves first. You know what I mean? They didn't have the business side of it in mind. You know what I mean? Because they were expressing themselves through their music, and that's what they enjoyed to do. And then it just happened to blow up because they decided to put it out and share it with other people. They didn't really give a shit, if it went viral or not. But if it touched somebody's life in a certain way that, it touched your life by making it, that's all that mattered to them. And then obviously, once it does blow up and they realize they got something there, they can either take it left or right? And it can either destroy them, or they can stay true to the music, you know what I mean? Still continue to make money, at it and going viral and stuff like that and getting it out to people. But, the whole aspect of doing it for yourself and enjoying it is still there. They don't get blinded by all the money, all the fame, stuff like that, which honestly is hard to do as a human being. You know what I mean? You go from being not famous to super famous. You're like, how the fuck do I handle this?
But then people, I believe in that situation, basically everyone will change. That person will no longer be the same human being as when they, had money from when they were broke. And it probably happened to me. Right now, I'm extremely generous. I'll do anything for anybody. It's just out of the kindness of my heart. But I know once I start making money, if I something by happen chance, just from making YouTube videos or some shit, my music, somebody notices some shit, and I do start to make it somewhere. I don't know that.
Yeah, how are you gonna think about it, right? Like, oh, you say to yourself, I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna let this affect me and change my morals and how, what type of person I am to other people. Like, do you ever think about that? Like,
absolutely. And I don't think, essentially what I'm looking at in the situation is it basically ends up falling on the other people when that person gets the money.
You're right.
Because, that person would still probably be generous if they weren't being hassled and bothered for things that, people saw them come up with, so they feel like they, are owed something. Like let's say I win the fucking lottery and I made $1 million.
Right. Okay.
Like, if no one asked me for a damn dime, I'd be buying friends everything. I'd fucking pay off your mortgage, great shit, after I make my investments, for a long period of time.
Right, like you take care of yourself and your family, but after that, you'd be blessing everybody, right?
Yeah, 100%, exactly.
Yep.
But when you have a person, like let's say you have like siblings or something who aren't really doing that well for themselves,
sure,
and they see that situation, they're always gonna be, haggling,
looking for the handout,
actually, let me use a different scenario because that's more family, and I feel like even in that situation, I would still do that for my family.
Right.
That's me like a friend, like you know Darian, right?
Oh, I know Darian.
Yeah, Darian.
Wait, let's back it up. They don't know who Darian is. So basically, me and Ray used to work at Texas Roadhouse together. We worked there for 2 years. We helped open the location in Cheektowaga. Made a ton of fucking friends in the process. I mean, it was probably like the best 2.5 years of my life. And you think to yourself, at a restaurant? Yes, we were a family.
Yep,
all
100%.
55 of us. And when we would go out, we would just blow up these bars. There would be 20, 30 people all of a sudden there. But regardless, so a mutual friend of ours is Darian, which Ray, actually, you knew Darian a lot longer than I did.
Yeah,
but
since like 9th grade.
Darian never had any money anytime I was around. He was always like, you got a bowl pack, you got a couple bucks, you got a cigarette, you know what I mean? Hey, can you give me a ride? Which, whatever, like, we loved him, but it was like, that's how he was.
Yeah, just that one friend who could never actually, or he did do things for himself. Right. It's just he's so stingy and greedy that he just feels the need to ask from everyone else. But exactly, well, back to the situation, though, if I won $1 million and he started asking me for it repetitively, then yes, I would change. I would start cutting people out of my life like that situation, because at that point in time, I mean, he's kind of doing that. I mean, Darren's kind of always been like that, so I guess shit wouldn't really change except like larger increments and more extravagant situations.
Sure.
But nevertheless, like I probably
in your personal situation because he's part of your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but like you have to make sure like you actually know who's there for you and not just for your money. You know what I mean? That's why at this point in your life, you're 27 years old, I'm sure you can understand that you really need to, figure out who are your people. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because you don't know people. I'm going to tell you, you don't know people. Like, you think you do. You may have known the person for 10 years, best friends, but to be honest, you really don't know them. Like, it's
2 people I do know, and that's Peter and Jordan.
Right, and
they're literally my brother and sister.
So you have people in your life that you do absolutely know. Everybody does, right? I'm just saying, like, these are
for the most part, no, everyone has a secret, hidden agenda and hidden side and inner thoughts that definitely contradict what the person they're directing them towards essentially thinks, and it's there's always going to be that sly person, snake in the grass is always going to be not necessarily looking out for you in the goodness of their heart and try to take advantage of you. But I mean, I feel like it's kind of like, I mean, it all really depends. Like, I feel like it's kind of easy to spot something like that.
People are sly nowadays. I mean, you got Netflix, you got all these shows showing people how to be sly, right? Because that's everything.
Even TikTok videos are teaching people how to be like fake psychics and stuff and rip people out of money.
Oh my god! Don't even get me started on like the fakeness of people.
Oh my god!
It's because right now the movement is self-love, right? Like, yes, I agree, you should take care of yourself, but they're taking it too far, almost like making yourself an idol. Like, the only thing that should be happening is to me, and it should always be good regardless of anybody else around me, and I don't agree with that, so I just don't.
I feel like there's a bunch of real life scenarios and celebrities and groups that I could tie to that, but I'd rather not get into that so that I don't have a bunch of hate comments and things from people
regardless.
I'm just saying, age. Honestly, you're not allowed to have an opinion.
No, I was just gonna say, regardless if you said it or not, you're gonna have haters. You're gonna have haters because you didn't say it, right?
True.
And you're gonna have haters if you do say it. So it really boils down to being true to yourself and just saying fuck the haters. Because I mean, honestly, the people that are famous and have dealt with trying to be canceled. The ones that aren't canceled are the ones that don't give a shit. So everybody's trying to cancel Jake Paul, and he's over here fucking like fighting Floyd Mayweather. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
I mean, he is damn near.
But he made millions of dollars on that.
Fuck being a YouTuber.
Mm-hmm.
He is damn near a fight promoter. He is damn
For sure.
near a promoter, period. Like,
Because he's an asshole.
That's just what he does. Like,
Right.
he does it so well
Mm-hmm.
and causes such a ruck. Like, 6ix9ine wishes he could be like a Jake Paul.
Seriously.
Like,
I mean, 6ix9ine had his time, but
Yeah.
6ix9ine, he's washed up now.
Yeah, 100%.
In my opinion.
But,
I mean, I like his music, but personally, I think he's washed up.
I
I should honestly watch what I say.
never really liked his music in the first place, and A Rat is really
Oh, no, I don't like
but-
it. I'm just saying, like, people love it. It does have some hot beats.
But but I don't like him just screaming into the mic.
No,
all the
yeah,
time.
I don't like
It's
his-
so
yeah.
annoying. Like,
Right,
you got
right.
a different style in that. But where is it
The
going
beats
with
are
that?
hot. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
But they are. His rap is just bullshit. Like, it's whatever. It's all just, like, mumble rapping and shit. And, like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, just fucking screaming in the mic.
bitch trying to fucking
Yeah.
right.
Right. With everybody just, like, hanging off
Yeah.
fucking basketball rims
I mean,
and shit.
the only thing I can respect about 6ix9ine is the fact that he came from New York. That's it.
But somebody that made it from New York,
I
basically.
mean, there's a couple. There's
a bunch of people that are from Buffalo and, like,
A$AP
all
Rocky
the
is
shit.
from New York, Brooklyn.
Right.
Fucking J. Cole's or Kendrick's from Compton. I think J. Cole's from Queens.
I'm terrible with pop culture, so you guys aren't going to get any of that out of me. You're not going to hear me throwing facts like you got Ray over here. I'm sorry.
I actually don't really listen to that much rap, really, like at all. Most of my music is honestly like jazz, EDM,
Mm-hmm.
and R&B.
Well, yeah, but I'm sure there was a phase of time that you did listen to a lot of rap.
Well, I mean, 100%.
It's just the time of music that we're in right now.
Well, the only time I really listen to rap is when I go into a creative slump with my own music, essentially.
Gotcha.
Like if like
Like you need ideas, and stuff like
not
that.
necessarily
flows and
ideas.
stuff.
Yeah, well, not even flow. It's wordplay.
Mm.
Certain words don't sound like saying a sentence a certain way doesn't sound as good as saying it another way.
Oh, I can agree with that. Yes.
Yes,
Yep.
and like you can say the same thing except like way cooler, and
Right.
that's always like that's what I've been trying to like adjust into my music. You've probably been seeing like a lot, like even
That's good, dude. I like it.
when it's not a bar, it's
Yeah.
just some cool shit.
It is.
It's
Yeah.
just a really cool way of saying something, like just like smooth. And
Smooth,
like
you're
that,
right.
like that's usually because like, I mean, I can write songs with fucking 80 bars of just straight bars, like just
Mhm.
fucking metaphors back to back to back to back.
Mm-hmm.
But like, that'll just fry you, and then you'll be writing this forever, trying to be as creative as humanly possible.
Right.
Especially with me, because I like to do this thing where I make my metaphors double meaning,
Okay.
like that Mayweather thing.
Yeah,
You probably
yeah.
didn't even get that, did you?
No, I did. I heard it. Yeah. Now, did you? I mean, I have the recording. I'm like, oh, it's like I heard it and I understood it for both of the meanings that you were going for.
Like in Mayweather.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't think really people would
Dude,
really
I
get
listen,
that.
man.
Yeah.
I listen. I mean, yeah. Songs have great beats and shit, and some of them I just listen to it for the beat,
Yeah,
but I still know what they're saying.
Yeah,
You know what I
100%.
mean? That's lit. I don't know.
That's
You got
great.
something
That's
there.
good to hear. That's crazy. I really didn't think you would catch that off the first time. Like you did. Like right
That's because I was
away.
paying attention. You're my
That's
friend. You said, listen to this. I'm going to listen to it. And I gave you my honest opinion. That's why I think you got something there. And however long it takes for you to actually be able to release it and feel good about it, I'm going to tell you right now, the few samples that you showed me, I think personally are ready. But what do I know? I'm not a freaking, music mixer and, you know what I mean, like a DJ or whatever. So,
I mean, but still, everyone has an ear for music.
Yeah.
You can easily tell what music is good and what is just like mediocre.
Yes.
Especially if you listen to everyone's
Because you're
listening to
pre-wired
rap.
that
Yeah,
way.
everyone's listening to rap throughout their entire lives.
Yeah.
And metaphors are meant to make your brain react
yes.
to a scenario that depicts something else, but means something else.
That's
Your
why
brain
Eminem
is-
was so good.
Yeah,
Because he could do that.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about the listeners though. That's what I'm
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like that's why I like rapping so much and being an artist, because like I can make these super complex, like hidden in the wall type metaphors
Mhm.
and bars and stuff for people. It's like you go through a song once and you like the song a lot because you like everything that's being said, but you
Right.
don't get all of it. And then the second time you go through, you get getting like mind blown because
what
like
was that, dude?
my little clip snapped up.
Oh, okay. That scared me.
Yeah, me too. But you just get like,
I'm sorry, I'm super baked right now. Like my heart's like,
you're good.
you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
this is fun. So no, continue with what you're saying. No,
But yeah,
I get
you
it.
just get like mind blown because once you go through it the second time, you realize that the meanings that he's saying behind it are so like deep and
Deep,
entwined.
yeah.
Like it's just that's why I like writing like double meanings,
Right.
bars because like
Double entendre, I think
Yeah.
that's what it means,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Or,
essentially.
Isn't
Yeah.
that the way it's
Yeah.
said? Yeah. So.
essentially, but
Yeah.
it's good because it makes me feel like. Or make me know that people who would want to listen to my songs and want to understand the bars,
you too.
yeah,
Yes.
will go back and listen to it again. And once
Mhm.
you listen to it that second time, you're gonna realize
Like,
I'm a
what?
lot
What did you
better
just
than you
say?
thought even the fucking first time.
Right.
Like I'm taking this to a whole deeper level than what it actually is. I mean, and not to just keep griping up on myself. My music is kind of like all over the place. Like
Yeah,
I got
right.
like that's other song I just wrote yesterday. Like that's like an islander, like a Jamaican type beat with a song and everything. I'm probably gonna rap like that too.
Speaking of Islander
Yeah.
boys, you did see those dudes that
Dude,
go
I
viral?
don't want to talk about
Yeah,
it.
dude, let's talk about it, man.
Oh my god.
Tell me, what is
Okay,
your
well, first
opinion
off,
on those dudes?
are they-
They are whack.
Are they
I'm
like,
sorry.
Are they like twins or something? Is that what's going on?
Honestly, I didn't read too much
Are they-
about it, so I couldn't tell you.
I seen like
They look like
one-
brothers
I
or like
seen-
cousins or something.
Yeah, I seen one TikTok, literally one. That's the only thing I've
I
seen.
saw it on a news
And
report.
I haven't even heard of them
Uh-huh.
until
Neither.
I seen this TikTok.
No.
And then everyone keeps saying shit
Yeah.
about it. But
Wait, how's it go? Wait.
I don't remember.
Oh. Then an island boy.
Yes.
And an island boy.
And it's like, was it just like a video? Or
Yeah,
did they
dude,
put
it was
out
just a video.
They didn't put out like a song or
No,
anything.
no.
It's just,
This is
Okay.
my prediction, is because they look so ridiculous.
okay.
The guy is trying to rap, right? And like he's got flow, but he's not
They look
saying
They
anything.
look the exact same.
Yeah, well,
they
you
look
can tell when you watch it.
Kodak black hair.
Yes.
Fucking just.
They're just crazy looking, and they have this crazy sound, and they don't make any sense, and they think they're great. And I think it's the confidence that a lot of people
Do you know
are
who
attracted to.
Riff Raff is?
I've heard of Riff Raff.
The
but-
dude with like the sharp teeth he always talks.
Yeah.
Him. He looks like they look like a mixture of Kodak Black and Riff Raff.
It's insane.
It's,
I know.
It's honestly disturbing because like
I think they're whack, dude. I think they're whack.
you weren't. I don't believe they were even trying to make music in the first place. They were just like doing a video. So
I think that they want to make music, and I think that they were doing that, and somebody was recording, and they were like, let's just post this, whatever. And they fucking went viral because they're so ridiculous. And now they're
just terrible.
Yeah, now
and
they're-
they look insane.
yes, they look insane. Absolutely.
See, my situation is
They look like their brains are mush.
Yeah,
It looks like they
100%.
have been drinking scissor for fucking 10 years, and they are just mush.
Yeah.
And they're just like, yo, you know what I
Getting
mean?
out of jail,
Uh-huh.
like all that shit.
All that shit,
See,
yeah.
what I can't jock them for doing that style because if I got famous, I'm tatting fucking everything.
No, I get it.
My
Really?
face, everything.
So you're saying that if you have a guaranteed
Yep.
flow of money, that you don't have to worry about getting a job anymore,
Yep.
you're going to fucking tat yourself completely up.
But not like crazy. I'm not gonna just like go all over my face. Like I'd get like a heart on my like cheek or something.
Well,
silly
I'll just
shit.
say
It's
this. I'll just say this for the record. I hope you do get famous because I want to see it, dude. I want to see it.
That's the
I'm
only
gonna
way.
hold you to it.
That's the only way.
That's the only way. Huh?
Yeah.
Well, you heard that, everybody. So like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. We're gonna get this motherfucker famous. And he's gonna tat his whole fucking face up. You heard that. So to all our listeners,
Give me the 20,000. As soon as we get to 20,000 followers
that's
on our
it.
podcast,
20,000, dude.
Dude, that's the first
I
start.
would need like
That's the
2
first start.
million.
Because
for that shit.
at like 20,000,
Mm-mm.
we'll be making roughly around $4 to $5 grand a month.
How do you know that? I mean,
I've been looking at YouTube analytics and
you've been watching all the
views
YouTube
and-
videos and
yes.
stuff, yeah. I'm sure every one of us has looked at those and been like,
Yep.
do I want to do this?
Yep.
Is this something that I want to do? Do I want to devote my life? Because honestly, there's a lot of horror stories. I mean, once you become that famous dude, then now you gotta hire security, right? You gotta have everything on 24-hour like watch and shit,
Yeah,
and then
you can't like display any of your information anywhere.
you
don't want
can't
people
really
knowing
truly
your
be who
living.
you want to be because you're obviously going to be controlled by all the
Damn, man.
sponsors that you're getting because you're not going to turn that money up. So honestly, if you want that, I want it for you so I can see you fucking tat your face up, basically.
I would start off with a little heart right here on the side of my face, and I would just keep going. Just
That's crazy.
Just fucking keep going. I would get all my neck. I'd get my fucking hands.
20K, bro. 20,000.
Yep.
Dude, that can happen
Actually-
literally overnight. That can happen overnight. 20,000.
I
You
would,
could-
you know,
They
start
could like the
with-
way you look and what you're saying right now, and then just boom.
could, yeah. No, I seen this one dude who started making like scary YouTube videos.
I'll tell you guys,
And
we're
he
not
had-
prepared for that. Just to let you know.
No.
But continue what you're saying.
He was like, he had like he was really big on TikTok, so he had like probably like 1,200 followers, 1,200 followers.
Okay.
My man put out like 3 YouTube videos. He's up to like 1 million.
No way.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
What kind of YouTube videos?
to his respect, he's a retired Marine.
Mm.
A
So
lot.
he has notoriety.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just for the record, no matter what show or podcast we ever do, whether you're listening or watching, I will constantly be fixing my hair because it's just
Same.
you're
You got a
watching
little backstory on the hair?
two guys with pretty long hair.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll let you guys know. You see his nice golden long locks over there.
Well, they're not golden
So,
in this light right
I
now.
mean, I do
but-
have a mohawk at the moment, and I'm only at the moment. It's gonna stick there, but
It looks really dark, actually.
uh,
It's blonde, guys.
yeah. Do you guys see what I go through all the time?
Yours
I
is
got
way
you.
longer than mine.
Yeah, I got you.
Holy shit. Hold on. Yeah, but mine looks really long in a ponytail. I'll just say that.
Same.
But I'm gonna do a little spin. I'm not gonna hit the mic, am I? Fuck. There's a little spin. That's the hair.
Oh,
I'm going for the
drum
Thor hair.
set back here.
Wait, what?
So I got the drum set back there. I forgot. I'm sitting in like this whole purple like color shifting background.
Dude, I like it, man. It
For
looks
you,
really good.
for you, it's like barely.
It is. It's
Because
barely.
it's like, pushed into my corner to remove the shadow.
Honestly, dude, it looks sick.
Yeah.
Like, your shit looks legit. Like, you look like you're a fucking
Actual
professional.
studio.
And you've been doing that, yeah. An actual studio, right? Or whatever, an office in the apartment, because a lot of people do it that way, too.
So good.
Yeah, dude.
Actually, I will be moving in 15
Oh, yeah, tell me
days.
about that. Tell me about that.
Well, we're putting it in. We put in an offer, but there's 3 other people for the offer, so we're
Mhm.
still looking. At the current moment in time, our lease is up, but we're paying around $1,200 a month right now. Well,
Here?
I'm paying around $1,200 a month.
She
And-
works?
Yeah, she just started back at work.
What's the
Friday.
arrangement if she's not thrown in?
Well,
Just-
she
well,
was
you're
just, she
just
was
you're the
watching the
man of the
baby.
house? That's cool.
She was watching the baby.
Cool.
But she getting bored, complacent, can't stand sitting at home all day. So
Dude, it sucks.
we build the situation of I won't work in the mornings, and I'll have the baby in the mornings, and then she won't work at nights. She'll be at nights.
Yeah. Like the pandemic, I needed the break, but after a certain point, it fucking sucked.
Oh, dude, I never
just sitting there
stopped.
doing nothing. Oh my god.
I never stopped.
I mean, I did research. I did a lot of other shit. I got involved with the stock market and crypto and all that. But regardless, I hated it.
I'd say from like when she was 7 months pregnant until until like before I went on my vacation last month,
Mm-hmm.
I was working at least 70 to 80 hours a week.
I mean, that's
Every
how you've always been, Ray. When I met you, you were like, "Oh, I gotta go to
True.
my other job."
True. You're right. I've been doing this for years.
We've been doing that for years. I've known you, 5 years now?
Yeah.
We worked together for 2.5. We were like probably real close for maybe 3, right? And then obviously shit happened, right?
So you got in a relationship.
I got in a relationship.
It happens.
The relationship went fucking great up until the last second, and then
So hold on.
shit
Is
happened.
what the fuck is his name? Your roommate. You look.
Jake and Eric.
Yeah.
You know Eric.
Yeah, of course I know.
Yeah.
I know them both. Is Jake dating Emery?
Oh my god, you shouldn't have asked me about that shit, bro. Alright, listen, like, with the whole Emery situation, I don't honestly know what to say about it, because if Emery ever heard this and ever saw this,
Honestly,
she'd
you
never
honestly
forgive
you don't
me.
even need to, because now I'm starting to realize, because I know who Emery is
Yeah.
as a person, so I already know the situation.
Right.
I already know the situation.
There you go.
Yep.
So,
You don't need-
so you, based on knowing who she is,
Mhm.
well, you know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
and like,
Yeah.
until I got permission from her to like talk about it, I you know what I mean?
No,
Like,
you don't even need to say anything,
because if this shit don't go viral and everybody that knows her, boom, they're all gonna know it's
Yeah.
fucking Emery. You know what I mean? So
well,
that's
it
why-
all clipped to me real nicely there, and it's just like
yeah. Well, that's why all these podcasts are like, oh, can we talk about that? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they pause for a second. Can we say that name? Can we? You know what I mean? I get it now because it's like you're talking about people. And everybody's gonna see it, and everybody's gonna know their dirty laundry, and it's not right to air out someone's dirty laundry. You know what I mean? So,
True.
but we'll just say that they are happy together. They've been together it's been on and off a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She knows that. That's no secret. Everybody knows that.
Yep.
Been on and off for a
I see a
while.
lot of snaps, so I just like assumed, some
Yeah.
shit, but like now I'm
Yep, they're hanging out right now. You know what I mean?
so
They're together pretty much every other day. So,
and that's the name of our show, Real Talk.
what, cold shoulder?
Real Talk.
Real talk,
So I
exactly.
was just about to tell you real talk, bro, and now I'm just like, Honestly, that's the best name for a podcast.
Yeah, guys, this is so brand new. Like, this is gonna be like the underdog
Alright,
tapes and shit.
So you
You know
guys
what I
are
mean?
seeing it now. You will be seeing this first episode on the YouTube channel.
Is this going
and
on the
the
YouTube
podcast.
channel? Okay.
I'm gonna make a YouTube channel for it because it's the
Okay.
video, obviously too. I can take the audio out, splice it and throw it onto like Spotify as an actual podcast. But I got the scenery, the situation.
Yeah, I like
set
your
up.
colors,
I
dude.
can put a nice little like border thing right here. Try to make it look nice. Whatever logo. Make it a nice little
We
logo.
can put something on this door.
Yeah. Right now, the choice was either going back to my mom's until we find, because we're not. I'm tired of throwing thousands of dollars down the drain every month. I'm so sick and tired of
For
it.
being here, because you said it's $1,200.
I'm so
That's-
sick and tired.
To be
of
honest,
it.
that's fucking expensive.
When my parents have a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom home, and they pay their mortgage $700.
Exactly.
There's no logical way. Especially when I'm gonna go buy a duplex.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna have to pay mortgage or anything.
Wait, you're gonna buy the duplex?
We're gonna buy a duplex.
That's
our plan.
fucking bomb.
Yeah, so we don't have to pay the mortgage. We don't have to pay nothing.
I think that you should
Their
do that.
rent will be paying everything.
Give me a high five. We're in the same room. I know it doesn't show up. That sucks.
Yep.
Dude, that's fucking sick. Good for you.
Yeah, that's exactly our plan. And after
All I can say is, please very much vet the people that are going to be living in that thing with you. You know what I mean?
Same shit that everyone's doing right now. Application processes, credit checks,
Vet the shit out
like
of them.
all that stuff. Like
Because again, you don't know people. They could be all fucking nice to your face and be like
no, 100%.
pieces of shit. You know
Well,
what I mean?
yeah,
So-
you're gonna be living next door to your landlord anyway, so
Pretty
it's
much.
like,
Yeah, you're right.
You're gonna be on your P's and Q's.
Yeah, you're right.
100%.
Uh-huh.
Got I've lived.
I have the
close
best
to my
landlord in the world.
Landlord. For,
Huh?
This is someone you guys know now.
Dude, bro, do you know who we live with? We live with Sarah Povinelli. Megan
Megan
lives upstairs technically, but she's been in California for a job for
How's Sarah?
6
I haven't
months.
seen her in
Sarah's good. Sarah's on her game. She was managing over at Vice and at Neat.
Vice. Is that one restaurant?
She knows Carl Palladino. I met Carl Palladino. He actually let me into 500 Pro when they weren't letting anybody else up because it was 12:30 or 1 o'clock.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and she calls him up and is like, "Hey Carl, hey Daddy Carl, can you come let us in?"
course.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Hey Daddy Carl, can you come
Typical
let us in?
Sarah.
Me and my friends in. There's fucking 10 of us. He
I'm
comes down in his PJs. I don't know if he lives in that building, but came down in his PJ. Fucking told the security guy let him up. Oh, well, with that said, she's doing good. So she used to manage
awesome.
at those places, and now she is placing nurses. Because right now there's a shortage of nurses, so people are paying big money. It's her company places nurses in homes and different places for them to work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's throughout the entire U.S. So she builds a base, and then every time that they work for more than 2 weeks, she gets paid off of their paycheck. I think is how it works. I don't know, but she's doing that right now. I don't think she's seeing anybody because she's just
Sarah.
busy. Yeah, well, that too, and
Sarah doesn't really date.
Sarah doesn't really date now.
She never really has. I mean, for as long as I've known her for a long time now.
Right.
It's been almost about 7 or 8 years since I've known Sarah. I've
Yeah.
known Sarah a very
Dude,
long
you
time.
and Sarah were I was kind of jealous of how close you guys
That's
were
'cause we
when
worked
I
at the
first met
road-
you two.
at the Roadhouse before.
At Roadhouse, yes.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, you stayed her friend even through all those rumors that were going around.
I did.
That. You know what I mean? Because that's fucking awesome because that hurts her. That hurt her a lot. All that shit.
Oh,
that
I
happened.
know. That's
I'm
why
not
she
gonna rehash
left.
it.
That's
but
why she left the original.
Yes,
Roadhouse
that's
we
what I
went
was
on in
told.
the first place.
That's what I was told.
Yeah.
So
Actually, I got fired from there.
from where?
From their original Roadhouse.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I think you mentioned that when we were in training.
Yep,
with the other
because
one.
the manager is extremely racist. I actually never got written up. I never had a verbal warning, nothing. This is the first time anything has
Okay.
ever happened. And
Yeah.
a customer complained.
I heard he was a shitty boss.
Listen, this is why I got fired. The customer complained I brought out the wrong food.
No way.
This is why I got fired. She did not call
That's
me into
fucked.
the office and fire me. Yep.
That's fucked.
Because I got hired by, why am I drawing a blank in her name right now? Our manager, who used to work at Texas Roadhouse, was left because she couldn't be around.
Was it, what's her name? Freaking.
Just had a baby.
Dark hair, yeah. Shit.
Why am I drawing a
I
blank?
know, me too, dude. But I didn't like her. She didn't like me either.
Oh no, I loved her. She
It
hired
was
me. Heather.
No, it wasn't Heather. It was
Heather. Heather's the one that left though because
Yeah,
she
Heather's
couldn't stand. She couldn't deal with.
Well, that was the reason?
Yeah. She left.
Seriously?
She said,
Wow.
yeah.
She never fucking told me
Yeah,
that.
she said he was having a real bad day, and they were yelling at each other in the office.
And he pushed her?
Yeah, like out of his way.
No.
Yeah.
I wonder if Eric knows that. You know, Eric's like a manager now.
Yeah.
Dude, he's deep in that shit, bro. He's all up in that shit. Because Miranda left, and he basically took the play. You know, like wanted the position, and they, you know what I mean?
Eric's
worked
good.
hard
No,
for it.
100%.
Oh, Eric's great.
100%.
Eric is a good worker.
Great worker. Great
1000%.
personality. Charismatic.
Yep.
Like makes money 100%.
Oh yeah.
No doubt.
We worked with him, by the way. You know, at the place he now
Yeah.
manages. You know, and yeah, he's always been great.
Oh, he
Like,
manages
since
a
day
different place now?
one. No, at Texas Roadhouse.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking. Oh, you're talking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Sorry, guys.
It's
We get so deep in these conversations.
I know, and I'm really blazed, so I'm
Yeah,
like piggybacking off of everything,
Yeah,
and you guys are
100%.
probably lost at this
All
point.
right, let's try to get back on a topic.
So okay, you were like, oh, so you live. What's going on with Paul or whatever? Because Paul's my landlord. Remember, I was talking about that, and you were like, what's going on? And
yeah.
And I said he's the best landlord. 'Cause we were
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about like rent. So we were talking about your like buying a duplex basically, and you don't want to throw your money away.
Yeah, no,
So,
100%. Well, I was actually gonna just fully change the topic.
that's fine. You can
What
do
do
that.
you think about this cancel culture right now?
Oh, okay. We can talk about some.
What do you
We can talk about some controversial shit.
Yeah,
That's cool.
See now,
Cancel culture. All right.
I'm gonna give my.
Why don't
first
you give me?
opinion
Yeah,
real
you
quick.
give me your opinion.
Now,
first.
I can't say I completely hate it.
Okay.
I can say that it annoys me a lot at certain extents for as how far some
These
people
people
try to
will go,
yeah
right,
yeah
right.
yeah for how minuscule of things or how
These-
people will literally search your whole
Mhm.
entire history of your existence.
Bro, you're
to
actually
find that
scaring the shit out of
one
me
situation.
right now. Like, maybe I don't want to do this.
That one situation just to burn you. That bothers me. But I can definitely say people have become more sensitive
Extremely.
to other people. I mean, and not in a actual just like I'm afraid I'm gonna get canceled way, like an out of actual kindness of the heart. People are actually changing and being more
Yes.
understanding and more accepting of other human beings. But to the extent we have the extremists on the side to where
You're always gonna get that.
things like you trying to cancel shit like Dave Chappelle
Yeah.
or
You're always gonna get that. Though.
like
it's just to the extreme now.
yeah,
is what you're
it's,
saying.
if somebody's like what is his name? Fucking
What?
I'm just gonna use if there's somebody like fucking Bill Cosby out there, yeah, cancel. He deserves to be canceled.
Yes. So you're saying that there's a line that needs to be
like
drawn.
Jeffrey Epstein,
in the sand.
yeah, 100%. Like Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna say rest in peace.
What do you think?
But
Do you think Jeffrey Epstein killed
absolutely,
himself?
it's common sense he did not kill himself.
Yes,
Like,
it is common
it's-
sense that he did not kill
it's
himself.
so fucking logical. It was the most laziest cover up.
And do you see
in
how all
fucking
this
history.
shit started happening, and then all of a sudden, like, nobody's talking about it anymore?
Well, I mean,
that is a very
his
serious thing
assistant-
what he did.
His assistant is still in jail.
Oh, I
right
know.
now.
What's her name again?
being-
She had a weird name.
she's being charged with
I
like
gotta look it up. I'm
all
sorry.
the all this shit. 'Cause she was basically just the same thing a part of it. I'm like, see, I would keep talking, but I would just start going down the rabbit hole.
I
And
know.
I'd start throwing in the Clintons.
I know. Oh, dude, don't even get me started. All right, so now we have an idea for podcasts. Like,
Sorry,
we can
technical difficulties.
we
One
can
second.
get. So we basically have to, So you want to talk about that? So that could be a podcast. Is us talking about like
Honestly.
all the conspiracy theories and everything that has been going on that is in plain view, but people are so blind to see it that they're literal. And I know I'm gonna get made fun of saying this. They're literal fucking sheep.
All right, and we're back. Sorry, I had a little technical difficulties with the camera
Sorry.
there. I'm not really sure what's going on. But yeah, sheep. Basically, I blame social.
Sheep. You're like, all right, yeah. So basically, sheep.
Yeah, no, 100%. I blame social media. Like it's just, I've cut out. If you even look at my Facebook, I haven't posted on it in about 3 years.
Neither have I.
Like
I don't post
I
shit.
don't post shit on Twitter. Like
No,
one
I don't
we're
even
probably actually
use
gonna
Twitter at all.
start because of our podcast. You're gonna have to have sites and stuff.
You can
But-
you can deal with all that. Shit.
I mean, my
don't
own
wanna deal with
personal
it.
stuff. I don't like interacting with people on the internet, because for some odd reason, I feel like stupidity just arises
and it rubs
as
off
a
on
person is typing on Facebook or Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just like the idiocy of people and just the audacity of people for the statements they make, or just like the amount of like just bullshit that they're spewing out to other people.
Yep.
Especially, I want to get into it, but I don't want to get into it because I don't want to be Dave Chappelle.
Write the topic down right now.
I don't want to be Dave Chappelle.
You don't want to. What do you mean by that?
I don't want to be Dave Chappelle.
What do you mean by that? Because Kevin Hart seems to think that he's shattering boundaries. Right
I mean, he 100% is, because no one's obviously canceling Dave Chappelle because he's one of.
Because he doesn't give a fuck.
He is the greatest comedian of all time.
Yeah.
And you can't cancel
greatness.
Yeah, you can't. You can't cancel a straight up bona fide legend. You can't cancel a legend. It just doesn't work like that.
Yeah. Right.
Like if somebody tried to cancel Snoop Dogg, the whole world will laugh at them.
Yeah.
Like it's like and
what?
Okay, first off, people like Snoop Dogg and like 50 Cent and stuff like that. They were 90s rappers.
Oh, I know. It's way different.
So
I
the
love
stuff
rap.
they said in their raps, people would
lose their minds.
Cancel. Lose their damn minds. But yet they can go back somewhere 5 years on somebody's Facebook, and then they'll be I'm not saying they need to go out and try to cancel these really famous rappers or anything like that for things to say. What I'm saying is you don't see them going like to try to take their music from back in the 90s and be like they're terrible human beings. Look this, we should never listen to them anymore. Like that's just you can't cancel legends. You can't do that. Like and Dave Chappelle is one of those people. Like you just no matter what you do, someone's always gonna want to watch Dave Chappelle, and that's I'm one of those people. Yep. Like I can take a damn joke. Like
I can most definitely take a damn joke. But
exactly.
Guess what? We grew up in a different time. Like a lot of these fucking people that are pushing this shit as super young kids that what I mean, like are just jumping on the bandwagon of all of these snowflakes that are brainwashing these kids and being like, you should fucking have safe spaces and all this bullshit. You know what I mean?
Definitely about to say that because this is meaning about children. This has nothing else to do with anything else besides children. Stop people. I don't care who you are. Stop trying to tell people or even think it's okay to choose or let a damn near toddler or infant or small child choose what they think they are as a gender. Leave them the fuck alone until they express it themselves to you. Don't try to push shit. Don't try to go get Jimmy Barbies. Don't try to go get Sally your action figure. Just let them be what they want to be until they fully decide and tell you at the appropriate right age where they have cognitive thinking and rational thoughts to where they can make the appropriate decision for their lives. That's all I ask.
What's the cutoff? What's the age cutoff for that? What do you think is full cognitive,
I'd say for girls 16, for boys 18. Because obviously females
I was wondering if you were going to say like 6 or 7, but yes.
No, females mature a lot older.
Yeah, 16 to 18, I think that, yes.
I feel like, you have to at least get to the high school phase. You have to get, because high school is a fucking jungle, dude. It's not a goddamn walk in the park. Especially with me being, an African-American male going to damn near an all-white school. Yeah, high school was fucking rough. Like, it was real bad. Like, people definitely, judge you and will place, standards on you and their own beliefs and what they think you should be like, and being me, like the vindictive, evil little ninth grader I was evil. I turned evil.
What does that even mean? What do you mean by that?
Okay, so let's say
you don't have to give me a story. Just tell me why you think you were evil.
Because
evil is a really
I would purposely terrorize other kids at my school.
Wow, you were a bully.
I was, but only because.
Hear that, everybody? Ray was a bully. I used to beat people up.
Listen, now, here's where the story comes. Here's where the story comes, because this is necessary. I was 220 pounds.
Oh.
I had a giant afro. I wore.
You were 220 pounds.
220 pounds in 9th grade. I had a giant afro.
Ray, you don't look like you've ever weighed more than what you weigh right now. Oh my goodness.
I had a giant afro. All my clothes were super oversized and baggy because I thought it looked good, but in all reality, I just looked like a fucking idiot.
Mm.
And since, like I said, there was only 3 black people in my whole entire school, and generally this is back in like 2012 before the whole cancel culture and the Me Too movement. Everyone started like actually, you know, caring about black people. You know, people would place, you know, these not standards or ideals.
Stereotypes?
Yeah, stereotypes. So it plays massive amounts of stereotypes on me consistently,
Mm-hmm.
all the time,
Right.
to where the point of me being, you know, a high schooler, you know, still trying to figure out my way in the world, realizing what's actually going on, and having no actual power to like stop the situation in itself.
Right.
I decided to turn into a bully.
Gotcha.
I started playing football.
Yeah.
I lost all my weight.
It makes sense.
I got really diesel, really
Yeah.
buff, really
Yeah.
cut up,
Yeah.
and I started picking on every single person I
got
could
real
find.
diesel.
Yep. And
love
I
that.
became a monster.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean,
I get it. You said fuck the world. If you know, if they're gonna treat me the way
Yeah, dude, it
this
was like-
way, then I'm gonna fucking.
It was like
I'm gonna defend
ninth
myself.
and
That's how you
10th
did it.
grade, I was a nerd and I was bullied.
Mm-hmm.
11th and 12th grade, I was feared.
You got diesel.
Yeah, I was feared because I would.
I know all the guys that used to start working at Roadhouse all wanted to be like you.
Yeah.
Dude, oh man, I was like.
What I did is to assert my dominance. My junior year, I came in. Like I said, I lost like 50 pounds during that year.
That's
I lost
insane.
a lot of weight. And I was
Congratulations,
just
you probably
really-
hit puberty and
I
then
was-
shot up.
I was huge, like way bigger than I am now. Like
Yeah.
swole, like
Right.
because you know working out a lot.
Well, think about it. You said you were how much? How much did you say?
I was 220. I was
So 50
180.
pounds. I mean,
My junior year was 180 of just like
right?
straight
You were
muscle.
still gonna be big. Yeah,
Yeah.
180, 170.
Just like
you know what I mean?
straight
So-
muscle. So what I did is, first day of school, I heard someone like make like a small minuscule joke, but I already told myself that this year I am not dealing with anything, and I will be the one that like no one's gonna mess with me. Like I'm not gonna deal with this shit anymore. Like I'm done. Like my whole mentality has changed. I look at myself in the mirror and I
Right.
know that anyone comes across me, I'm gonna hurt you.
You got a bunch of confidence.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So we're sitting in Spanish class, and this guy was like, my teacher, Mr. Louis, said something, some stupid. It was honestly the most childish joke
Was your
ever.
teacher?
No. My teacher just said something, and my buddy, not my buddy, this one kid was like, just like Ray's mom. Just some stupid, innocent kid joke, just like you can just easily brush it off and blah, blah. But
You decided not to that time.
oh no, absolutely not. Well, well, as soon as he said that, and like him and his like little buddy over there, his little crony, little goon, little high school bastards, started laughing, the little popular kids.
Yeah.
I stood up, literally right in the middle of my desk, like in the classroom, just stood straight up, grabbed my book, and then slammed it on his desk. And I said, "You're not leaving this classroom." And then sat back down. And my teacher's like, "Raymond, calm down." And I just sat quiet for the rest of this class, and so did everyone else. Everyone was just staring at me.
Yeah.
Like, like, what is Ray about to do?
Yeah.
So I get the bell rings, and I'm still sitting in my chair. Bell rings, kid gets up, right out the door. Well, his locker is right next to the Spanish classroom. So
Okay.
like,
And you were going to Spanish?
we were in Spanish,
Oh,
and his locker was
gotcha.
like
Didn't know
4 lockers down from the actual classroom.
that. Okay.
So I'm like, yeah, you got to go to your locker anyways. That's fine. Go ahead. So I stand up, walk out. Everyone follows me after me.
Oh, I
He
bet.
opens his locker. I grab him from the back of his shirt and the back of his pants, throw him into the locker. Yeah, bro. And then like
You get in
held him.
trouble?
Huh?
Did you get in
Oh,
trouble?
Oh yeah.
You did? And
Yeah,
what,
I
in
got
school suspension?
Yeah. And then the next week I got suspended for punching somebody in the face.
I've been suspended before.
I got.
I think I've been suspended twice. No, out of school was once. In school was like 3 or 4 times.
I think between my junior and senior year, I was suspended or in school suspension at least 15 to 16 times.
That's, yeah, well.
Like,
I mean,
a
you
lot.
did have, things against you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Automatic.
No.
So-
Well, actually, no. My principal was not against me.
Really?
My principal was my 8th grade social studies
That's
teacher
good.
that ended up turning into my high school principal. So he was, like he knew me as a
Yeah,
kid growing
right,
up. So
right.
like he understood what I was going through, which is why
Sure.
he didn't like expel me for consistently,
getting in trouble, and fighting
getting,
people,
exactly.
and basically defending yourself.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you know, the teachers don't really see it that way.
Well,
What? Oh no, you said you were. That's right. Never
Yes,
mind. Sorry,
yes,
guys. I'll try to
yes,
give you the
like I
benefit of
said,
the doubt.
like-
See, I'm your friend.
that's what happens when you by your peers
You were
just
doing
get
it on
bullied,
purpose.
picked on, and
Yeah.
stereotyped consistently for 2 years straight.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna
You're
turn
not that
sour.
young person anymore. You went through that
No,
phase.
100%. I took acid
You're-
one time and changed my life.
Whoa, really?
Swear to God.
Seriously?
Swear to God.
I did not know
that's
that.
where all my hatred, anger.
How many
and,
hits?
Like, 2. It was my first time.
Something's happening. Oh, it's laggy. Holy shit. Look at. It wasn't like that before.
Oh well, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
But my first time ever taking acid, I just had an ego death. Like just.
Oh, you did?
Like
Was it one hit?
no, it was 2 hits. It was
Oh,
2
sorry.
hits. Well, technically it was 4 because it was double blotted.
So okay. So it was 4
But,
fucking hits of acid
yeah.
the first time, and you
But-
fucking lost your mind.
Yeah, me and Darian were literally phasing through realities, pulling
I'm sure.
computers out of walls. Like it was
Yeah.
just, it was a whole entire insane
Darren
experience.
was with you. That's so
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, but the end of the night, like, I'm just like sitting there, and I'm like thinking about myself, and I'm like, at this point in time, I'm doing drugs, I'm partying, I'm going out, getting into consistent fights, going to house parties, trying to just be a menace, essentially. Just like from the like, as soon as I graduated, 18 to like 21, I just went crazy.
Really?
House party, fight, fucking almost getting arrested, fight, bars, parties, sneaking, like, just crazy shit. And
So
then,
you were wild as fuck. That
Yeah.
sounds wild.
yep.
Wow.
And then I took that hit, and I just sat there, and I was just thinking about, like, the world and the bigger picture
Mhm.
and my place in it, and, like, what am I actually doing
Right.
to, like, solidify myself as, me being here,
Yeah.
instead of just being, like, a fuck boy,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
That's just mainly looking for attention.
Yeah.
That's essentially what I was, like. That's basically
Yeah.
what was going on.
That's
I was
where it
just
all
looking
stems.
for attention and looking for some sort of acceptability
Mm-hmm.
for, like I said, predominantly I, grew up in Cheektowaga. All my friends were, for the most part, at first,
Mhm.
Caucasian, everything else like that. I was
Right.
going, my Caucasian friends' parents' vacations and stuff with them and everything else. A little black kid, like, so like,
Right.
it was honestly, that in itself made it really hard for me to, like, mold even my own community.
What? Oh.
Like, with other black people. It took me until, like, getting, like, older.
What? Because you grew up with white people? You
Yes.
said that, so it was
Yes.
hard too. Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Because my own family even made fun of me, like all my cousins and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, because the way I spoke.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, that was really hard for me. Yeah,
Damn,
I felt like it didn't belong
That's
anywhere.
so It
Yeah.
doesn't. You didn't have a place because.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the black community was like, oh, you're too white, and then
Right.
the white community was like, oh, it's a black man.
Yeah.
So I'm just like,
Wow.
oh, well, let's fight, everyone.
Yeah, I get it now.
That's what,
Holy shit,
kind of that.
dude.
But like I said, ever since I took that acid, it basically made me not care
Not
about
care,
other
yeah.
people anymore.
Yeah,
Like
right.
I really
And their
don't.
opinions
Yeah,
and stuff. Yeah.
like at all.
You gotta live your life, and if you find somebody that likes you for who you are, then you're gonna make friends with that person, right? You know,
No,
you never have
100%.
to worry in your mind if this person is prejudiced or whatever because you made that connection with them. You know what I mean? Like us, like the fuck, we were friends since day one. You know what I mean? Like, and both of our personalities are
Damn near
very
the same,
similar.
damn
Yeah.
near the same.
And a lot of people noticed that and stuff like that, and so it was easy. It was an easy meld, you know what I mean? Because I had all met you guys brand spanking new. You knew a couple people. I didn't know
Me,
anybody. So,
Jordan and Sarah.
yeah,
Well, I didn't. And
it's always better to know at least one person.
is that Sarah?
that's something new that you're doing.
Why do I keep forgetting her name?
Who?
Our manager, the one manager. The one
Heather?
Heather. Yeah,
Yeah.
Heather. I knew Heather. I knew
Yeah, you knew Heather. Yeah.
Sarah. Who else did I know? John. Who else did I know?
Wait, John?
John.
John who?
He was black.
Oh,
The one that was always trying to go after Hannah,
Yeah.
and then would get pissed off on me because
Yeah.
like, wrong. Oh, Ray. No, it was Ray. Sorry.
so
Ray.
yeah, Cook
I knew
Ray.
Ray. Yeah, I knew
Yeah,
Ray.
like
from
John. Who are
No,
you talking about?
I'm thinking of somebody from my restaurant.
Oh,
Ray.
yeah. Yeah,
He's
Cook Ray.
He would be so
He wanted Emery for a while too.
so mad at me.
He'd always fucking say shit to her.
Oh, of course.
Just
what-
stare at her while
listen,
he's sitting there flipping fucking steaks and.
if you
Emery's
are
hosting.
working in a restaurant kitchen,
Yeah.
you are a fucking savage. Like,
Why do you say that? What do you mean? What do you mean? A savage?
They do not care.
Oh.
They have no filter.
No morals,
bro.
none of that
Nothing, bro. I don't know what. Did you have to like sign a contract to work in the back of house to where you just?
You gotta be a scumbag.
Yeah. Like that's like
Yeah.
you always the servers are all cool as hell.
Yeah.
You get to the back of the house people and they're like.
Well, them are convicted felons.
I was about to first thing I want to say, fucking felons.
Convicted felons.
Extremely sexually harass the female servers and everything like that. No filter.
Yep.
Like just honestly, ignorant, unintelligent for the most part.
Yeah.
Like
Okay, a lot of those cooks were jealous of us though because
100%.
we had all the late. Okay,
that's how.
So guys, let me give you the scenario. Ready? There was when they first hired everybody, there was like 75 servers. Okay, 9 of them were men. 9. The rest of them were girls, young girls in their early 20s. It was fucking amazing. So listen, and then towards when people started getting weeded out, once like the solid crew after 6 months was there, it was like I don't know 30 girls and like
4 guys.
Yeah, like 4 or 5 guys. And we never really hired very many guys after that.
No, there was
maybe 1
exactly
or 2.
4 guys. There was
Jake got hired, obviously, but
that was later.
You were, that was later.
There was me, there was you, there was Eric, and there was, I forgot the black dude's name.
Oh, yeah, I forgot his name, too.
That was only 4 of us, and that was it at first.
It was insane. So we had
the
perfect pickings, you know what I mean? So
well, I mean, that's how it is at my job right now.
Me and Ray just, like,
it's me, my buddy Will, and this new kid, Corey. And then 25 females in the front house.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
Yeah. But that's why I was just saying the cooks, they were definitely jealous of us because they saw us. We were all over those girls.
Well,
I'm sorry, I was all over every one of them. I didn't care.
Well, I mean,
everyone
of friendship because they we
were all friends, but we were just very close.
Yeah,
yeah. Partying together, shit happens, right? Like.
Yeah. Speaking of, oh my God, that makes me think of going to so many shows and festivals with Anna, Christina, Lindsay.
Yeah.
Our little EDM crew we had.
I didn't really get along with them very much. In the beginning, yeah, but towards the end, I didn't really get along with them at all. I got along with Christine, but obviously, that's.
I love her to death. No, they were definitely my crew.
I didn't know you hung out with them that much.
Yeah, dude, we went to probably at least 20 shows together.
Dang, really?
Me, yes. Us.
You, Anna, who else?
Me, Anna, Lindsay, and Christine, and
wow.
Jordan and Peter. Like, we would all go to shows together all the time.
Dude,
yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I remember this one time, they all decided to take Molly before we went in. And I'm just like, you shouldn't take it before you go in because, like, the come up on Molly is, if you take too much, it's a lot. It's intense. Like, wait till we get inside. Then they don't fucking check you. Like, no. Just want to do it here. Like, get the feeling so we can go and start rolling. Okay. Well, we get there, get to the gates. I'm not going to say who. One of them was rolling way too hard.
No way.
As soon as we get up to the gates to get checked in, starts puking all over the place.
No way.
Turns us all away.
No way. So what happened?
We had to go.
You were rolling balls.
Yeah.
And now you're rolling balls. Well, you didn't take it, right?
Nope, I didn't take anything.
Oh my gosh. So the whole thing got ruined. That fucking sucks, dude.
Wow. Yep. And then we were standing outside, and it was like 25 degrees outside.
No.
Yes. And you know how girls wear what girls wear to fucking EDM shows. Yeah. Yeah. So they were all like that, and I'm just wearing this thin jacket. And me and Peter, and we're just like, we have to protect these girls because they're freezing to death while we're waiting for this Uber, and it's obviously gonna take forever because we're at a fucking show with hundreds.
That sounds like
people.
The worst time ever.
Horrible time.
That sounds like the worst time ever.
Yeah, I mean, but it's still funny. It's I'll laugh.
Oh, it's definitely funny. I'm glad it happened. We've been to share that story with me.
Yeah, we've been to a lot of different, venues and shows and different other situations. You gotta come to me with me to one of these festivals one time, man. It'll change your life.
I probably won't do a bunch of drugs, to be honest.
No, you don't have to.
That was all back in the day.
You don't have to after your time. Like I said, the festival after the first one, I didn't do anything with me and George. I didn't do anything all the time. I didn't even drink.
I mean, I'll smoke and
drink.
I'm not doing
lines
lines of blow and shit. Yeah, no, I can't do that shit anymore. I'm too old, and
I haven't done Molly since 2013.
Oh, really?
No, actually, no, I lied. I did it.
I did it summer of 2018. Technical difficulties.
Oh, again. I'm gonna cut that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no. When me and George went to Firefly and what do you call it?
Yeah, I heard Firefly was pretty cool. Bree actually went to Firefly a bunch of times actually.
Yeah, when we went to Firefly, my buddy my buddy's boyfriend that I used to work with was at the show, and he had we didn't have any weed or anything, and he had Molly and Coke. So then I was just like, well, I don't want to do Molly because in 2012, actually that's another thing that killed it. Oh, when I did acid, is I was addicted to Molly at the time, and then once I took that acid, I was just like, yeah, I'm never touching that again.
Seriously?
Yeah. And then I didn't do it for 7 years.
That's
and
insane.
Then I ran out of, blow at the show because, we're at a show and I'm railing, just fucking raging out, headbanging and shit. So I'm just coked out. Oh, maybe I'll try it.
Your freaking pupils are probably the size of the moon. Just
dude, I fucking took it. Immediately felt sick. Ran to the bathroom.
No way. What's with all you guys getting sick?
I took way too much.
Oh.
I took some, waited 5 minutes. I'm not feeling anything. Because I'm fucking coked out,
Yeah.
so I'm just not gonna feel. I'm not gonna feel it for a while until I start coming down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm like, oh, I'm not feeling anything. Take some more.
No.
Yeah, bro. And that second one was
You
a
double
lot.
dipped and you were already blown up.
Mm-hmm.
Bad idea.
Yep. But after that, I was just literally on the floor, sitting against the rail
100%.
while she's headbanging, and I'm wrapped around her leg. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. And I'm just
Wow,
like, I
dude.
hate this. I did not want to feel like this.
I would
My
never
teeth
mix
won't
them.
start chattering.
My heart would feel like it was gonna explode.
That's how I felt, bro. I had to just sit down, and the security guard walked in and be like, "You okay?" I'm just.
Seriously?
Yeah, bro, it's
Jeez,
just
dude.
fucked up. Yeah, but that was the last time I did it too. But yeah, no, I don't like. Well,
I don't
actually,
like the racy heart shit. I hate it. I fucking hate it. I don't like it.
All right, guys. So I think that's about wrapping it up.
Yeah, that's a wrap. This was
So-
fun, Ray. Thank you for inviting me over.
Absolutely. We're gonna, we're gonna do this again. So thank you for
Yes.
joining us again. My name is Ray,
I'm Zach. What's up?
and apparently this is Real Talk.
Yeah, dude.
Like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.
All right. Take it easy.